Well, geez, guys, we're here just a little bit early. It's hot, but we spent the last couple days. It's about that time that we started to convert the boat over, put the rigging on it, put the net on it, hook everything up. Now we got to do a little cleaning on the boat, but everything is pretty well intact. We had, I'm not kidding you, there must have been an inch and a half of leaves that were in the boat following the hurricane coming by. And we're still having issues around here. Teresa, hello. It is great to see you. It's been a while, and I apologize for not getting here like I should, but I have been very busy with stuff going on, with just trying to do what we do after the storm. And just Friday we had another couple of trees that were impacted with the storm, and they fell over. So it never seems to end, but we're trying. We will get caught up. In the meantime, we're going to start getting ready to go shrimping, and that is what I've done for the past couple of days. Get some of the guys come out to help me. It's just setting the rigging up takes a little bit to be able to get it mounted and then get the stays put on it. We got that done, and then assembled the net, put the net on, and it's ready. The 25-foot Black Magic, if you guys remember that net, we're set and we're ready to go. We still got some cleanup. Matter of fact, I was going to do a little bit of pressure washing on that back deck. I'm not ready to put the boat in the water yet to get to go shrimping. I just want to get the boat ready. I don't want to have any surprises when we get ready to go out. Everything's set and kind of where everything needs to be. I want to make sure that that's going on. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning to you guys. I'm trying to look at the pad and look at you guys, but yeah, you still do. You need to try some shrimp and lobster. But I'm going to take you guys outside and we'll kind of walk you back, and we'll take a look at what's going on, what we did. This part of the rigging that we built last year, we got it put up, and it attaches down here at the bottom. It's got these 4 bolts, and then these stays that we put an eye bolt up there, and we got one back here on top of the boat, and that's what kind of keeps this in place. But we got it into position, and then set the net up, put the door, everything was disconnected, so we had to hook the doors up, hook the net to the doors, tow lines, everything's back in place, and it's starting to look familiar, getting these old pieces back in the place. Our anchor for disconnecting from the boat to the tow lines there on top of that fuel tank, and we got our table, and most importantly, our current license to get out and do what we got to do. And of course, when I get back to the marina, the bimini's got to come off, because we got to have all this opened up to do what we're going to do. But that's set up, and we're ready. We're ready to kind of make that happen. Kind of looking forward to it, and more than that, we're ready. You know, last year we had a net that wasn't quite what I was expecting, and we had another one built by Burbank Trawls down in trawl net makers, Billy Burbank III, down in on Amelia Island in Ferdinand, built us this net, this mongoose, which we have affectionately called Black Magic, and it is got some modifications to it that the original net we had didn't have, and it makes things much more efficient with the soft shooter device that helps get rid of the big stuff that comes in the net, So hopefully we won't have those big issues like we had the one time with the spotted eagle ray that got into the net. It was just horrible trying to get that thing out of there. But hopefully those issues won't be a problem anymore. Yeah, I see. Thank you guys. I got the ladies here in the chat, which is just very odd for me to have just all the ladies commenting today. I get nothing from you guys, but the ladies are here commenting. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think we got Derek coming up at 12:30. He's got a live stream, so I decided to jump in here just a little bit early, just to talk with you guys, show you the net, and just kind of talk about things in general. I know you guys probably have. It's been an exciting week, and it certainly has been with me dealing with things that have been left here as a result of the hurricane, which didn't impact us tremendously, but it impacted me in such a way. We got so much work just scattered around in different places. It's not as widespread as it was with other storms we've had, but it's enough to keep us hopping. So we've been busy with that kind of stuff. And this has been a nice reprieve, just kind of take a break, kind of work on the boat, and kind of get back with you guys. Well, that's good. You're going to get John in here. That's good. I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed. Having you ladies in here, all in the chat, I'm sure it can be an overwhelming thing. And yeah, we probably need some balance. And get John SS in here. Oh, Teresa, I'm glad to hear you guys got some rain over in Texas. I know you guys have been needing it. Maybe you guys will get one of these depressions or something that kind of comes up in there and gives you guys a little more rain. I know you guys need it. But yeah, we're excited. I'm sure everybody has been looking at Hurricane Lee that's out over there in the Caribbean Ocean and kind of creeping this way. Understand now they're saying it's going to turn and it's going to go back out into the ocean and not cause a problem, which is really good because, geez, did you guys see how big that thing got? Like, and it really got big really quick. Of course, we'll have impacts here on the East Coast. There'll be advisories that come out for rip currents, and that'll be probably all along the East Coast. Those kind of storms kind of generate that surf that comes in and hits the beach and can cause those problems. So I'm sure those kind of advisories are coming, but as long as everybody can be safe on the beach, we should get out of this thing pretty easy. Hey Joe, good morning. Yeah, we're ready. I'm getting ready for a little shrimping, and I know my shrimping's a little different from what you do down with your nets, but yeah, we're getting. Yeah, I was talking about Hurricane Lee that was coming. That's out there that really got big really quick, and but now they're saying like the thing's going to like curve back and stay in the ocean and go away. So, and fingers crossed that it happens. I know not everything is set in stone, but the guys have gotten that. The guys that predict those things have really gotten, the science has really gotten good, and they have advanced that their ability to predict intensity and places of impact very well. So we're hoping that happens and everything, that thing turns back out in the ocean and goes away. We don't need any more hurricanes over here. That's enough. We've had enough. But yeah, so we got the net on, kind of looked it over. Everything looked pretty good on it. It's hung up. The system that we're using, kind of checked it, make sure everything, the pulleys are lubricated and all that kind of stuff. So I think we're going to be good to go. when we decide to go. We're probably still a couple weeks out from making that first trip, but we're going to do it, and we're going to be prepared. And it's not going to be like last year where we didn't have exactly what we wanted on the boat until December. We're going to come out of the gate with our net rigged up and our boat rigged up with the net we want, and I'm really excited about that. So all we got to do is wait. We're just waiting the shrimp to get the shrimp on the beach, which should start happening here in like I said, in a couple weeks, and we should be good. Hey, Captain Bobby, I'm glad to see you here in the chat, and yeah, you're definitely going to be pressed into service. We're going to come over and grab you up, put you back on the wheel, so we can get everything fishing. I'm looking forward to being able to bring you guys along and do the live stream from the boat, so you guys can be a part of that and be there while it's going on. Hey, Teresa, that Robert, just call him Captain Bobby. I don't know why he's got his username as Robert. That's Captain Bobby. Captain Bobby has been a part of this channel like since the third day I started it, when we were doing the Golden Ray stuff. He was one of, when you looked at the video and you saw the boat in the foreground and the ship and the VB 10,000 in the background, Bobby was one of the guys on my boat, and he's been in my intro for the whole duration of the Golden Ray. So he's a good buddy and a good friend and good guy to have on the water with us. Yeah. Yes, John, I know. We got to get some shrimp. We got to get some shrimp. I'm hungry too. Shrimp burgers, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we've done those before. I'm hoping that we can get out back in that same area that we were working before last year on the Jekyll Beach. It's a nice area for us to work. Some good scenery for you guys to kind of take in, and there's not a lot of things out there for us to get hung up on and having those kind of problems with. So that's going to be great. I know a lot of you guys here that are in the chat are familiar with the food boat and Derek, because everybody kind of bounces around all the channels here, and Derek's going to be coming up with a live at about 12:30. So we're going to hang out for a few minutes and just talk and chat and see what, basically I wanted to get up and see what you guys were doing, and because I've been kind of out of the game here a little bit. I'm trying to get back in the game. I know that Teresa said they finally over that way, and we're glad to see they're getting some rain. I know that some of that rain kind of moved forward, all that Burning Man stuff that we were watching unfold and cause all kind of mayhem up there. Maybe some unwanted attention for some of those folks, I would think. But when they got stuck in there, and they were told to just wait for it to dry up a little bit, I think it kind of panicked the rest of the country and what was going on. Certainly brought a lot of attention to that. I still am just mesmerized. I don't know. It's kind of like watching a fan in front of you with some lights on the blade. You just get caught up watching it. That whole Burning Man thing and that lifestyle, and it's just different. Something I'm not accustomed to. Help me. I don't know what else to say except that. I think we could do a really neat kind of gathering like that, maybe on the water. I don't know if we'd have 100,000 boats, but it'd be a neat idea to kind of put together something like that where everybody was gathered up for a while. But you know, the Burning Man, the whole Burning Man thing, you look at the math and the amount of revenue that's generated from that thing. It's a lot of money. There's a lot of money involved in the Burning Man. I'm sure there's expenses involved with putting it on, but there's a lot of revenue generated from that thing. I know I watched a little bit of Joe this morning, going out and killing a bunch of baby fish. I don't know what it is. He just really loves to go out and get those baby fish. But it's good to see him back on the water throwing the cast net. And I think he made a lot of fishermen happy. There's something about it. You can see when those guys pull up to Joe and they know they're getting ready to get some bait, and their fishing trip is getting ready to get started off on a good note. And I think that's pretty neat. That's got to make Joe feel good. Just he's there fulfilling, putting happiness into their lives. And I think that's pretty neat. Also think Joe ought to be able to put on some pretty neat cast net clinics. What are you throwing, like a 22-foot net now, Joe? Joe, I gave you a like. I always give you likes. Gee whiz. I see I only got 2, but yeah, I try to spread the love. But we got 15 of you guys in here today. Thanks for being in here and kind of just checking us out. For those that haven't gone in, all right, when I know I showed the girls here earlier, we'll go back out and we'll take a look. And when I'm doing this, of course, I can't read the chats, but we got the rigging put on the boat. The doors have been hung, the net's attached to the doors, tow lines, everything's set right here. And I know the net looks kind of short, but it's doubled up here, right in here. Probably been caught like 3 or 4 times right here. 25-foot net, 20. We may actually have more door than we need to help spread it, but it seems to work pretty good for us. We got the net, we got our tow rope, and everything's set to go here. Table's in place. The bimini, of course, is going to come off. It'll come off. And we've got our all-important 2023 fishing license on the boat and set to go. We'll get the boat fueled up. Got a few more things in here. You guys know what this is? Does anybody know what the proper name is for this? It's not needle. Everybody calls it a sewing needle. Yeah, it's 25 foot, Joe. Tell me what the proper name is for that thing. Yeah, one of them there things. That's a shuttle. That's actually what you call that thing. That's what it's called, a shuttle. But while we're back, I don't want to I keep checking my time because I don't want to overrun the time with Derek. Derek's going to go live here at 12:30, and I don't want to. The idea would be to get off here in enough time for him to get set up and get on. Joe, how many fish did you catch today? I know I had to leave, but I saw you had your rods up on top of the tank, and you were kind of working back around in that area. And you said you'd caught a big snapper back there along those mangroves. Were you able to catch any fish today? We'll find out. I had to leave and I didn't get to finish up Joe's broadcast. So John SS is saying that Joe didn't catch any, turned it loose, playing catch and release. Now, was it intentional or unintentional? That's the question. I know that kind of, it happens. It happens. We're gonna have a good shrimp season, I think, this year. I say that because I think the shrimp are here. There's been a lot of discussion about the prices of shrimp lately being down so low. That really doesn't bother me that much because I'm not really catching the shrimp to sell. I'm catching the shrimp to eat and give the opportunity to some people that don't have fresh shrimp or haven't tried them here locally to try fresh shrimp. You'd be surprised the number of people who have not tried fresh shrimp. So, I mean, one thing, something on the news I heard that the Shrimping Alliance for the state of Georgia is looking to, they're petitioning the governor to have this season declared an emergency, not because of the shrimp they're catching, but because of the price they're not being paid for the shrimp. Imports and the cost of operating the vessels has increased. The amount of shrimp imported has increased, and when all that happens, especially when the imports come in, it drives the price down for what the guys get paid for them at the dock. Yeah, John, I agree. Those little fish, but geez, I don't know if he had a running tally of actually how many fish he put in that bait tank over the years. It's going to be a pretty impressive number. So, yeah, good times. Captain Bobby's just showed up, and once we can see him down there. What do you do to get a guy off the couch at home? It's pretty simple. You just start a YouTube channel and he shows up. What Bobby doesn't know is I'm going to put him pressure washing the deck back there when he gets on. Don't say anything yet. This will be pretty good.
Ahoy there.
Come on in, man. Let me clean you off the space. I'm glad you're here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was sitting on the couch watching it, so I had to come by and say hello.
Well,
got my first mate here as well.
I didn't know you were bringing an assistant. We've got the air on. We got Captain Bobby, and let me see if I can get everybody in the frame right here. I think I do. And his, I know it's just junk. It's gloves and stuff. I put everything I'm going to need for shrimping on the boat. I just haven't put it away. So we did get the net hung, rigging's up, and it's set. And I made sure that your chair works well, because you know when he goes with me, he runs.
I become the first mate, Bobby.
He runs the boat. He runs the boat. But I'm glad you're here. I got the pressure washer set up right there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I know how much you enjoy cleaning stuff.
We got a hull to clean?
Well, no, the hull's good. I just need to hit the deck.
Okay.
Listen, yesterday I came out here, and I'm going to do it. I got the vacuum cleaner.
Yep.
The leaves that were in here I never touched them from the hurricane. Man, they.
Oh really?
They were like
oak leaves piled up.
They were just like a sheet
from the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got all that up, and at least now the water will run off. But I do have to. I got to clean them. There's just stuff. The table, everything's been setting up the bottom side of that table. I just want to get. I want to do that. I'm going to clean it, pressure wash it a little bit. I'm still not going to put it in the water yet. I'm still probably a week or two away, but I got to do something to get back on top of it.
The nets are in good shape, right?
Nets are in great shape. Everything's sewed up. It's hooked. All that stuff's hooked up. It's ready to go. Tow lines have been straightened out. Right. All that stuff.
What about reports of shark out there?
I haven't. I think the sharks started to move off.
That's good. It won't tear up the nets.
Yeah. The small ones are starting to move off. Yeah, that's one thing we gotta really watch out for is because of sharks. You guys remember the video we did from the drone and all those sharks. They'll come up and they'll grab that net. If there's a fish in there, they'll grab it and just cut holes right through it. So that's a big concern for me because I don't have a lot of net to be cutting on. So I got to get everything set up. I'm going to try. The ultimate goal for me this year in my shrimping endeavor is to get Fishman Joe back up here and let him get on here and go shrimping with me. I think that would be a lot of fun, and I think that he would enjoy that tremendously. I think you guys enjoy that too. Kind of Fishman Joe in his element, but not quite completely in his element. They want to know. They want to know how many shows have you seen?
Oh, Grateful Dead shows?
Yeah,
47.
47. Oh, they see my hat.
Yeah, he's a deadhead. Yeah. And what do you Widespread Panic?
Well, now that the Grateful Dead's not around anymore,
so
I'm more the Widespread Panic fan.
If you guys, he's on social media too. Is Jack Straw?
1974.
So Jack Straw
74 on TikTok.
Is he has got all kinds of if you like Widespread Panic, he's got a lot of videos out there, and he's going to become the Widespread Panic guy here of our generation, which is neat because there's only a handful of people that really cover the band. So.
There's not a lot of people doing it.
Yeah, but they have a tremendous following.
They do.
Yeah,
they sell out pretty much every show they go.
Every show they do. It's hard.
3 night runs in a row.
It's a hard ticket to find. Is that thing getting cool?
I mean, it feels good in here. I wouldn't say it's ice cold.
It's not cold.
I just turned it on.
Okay.
I just turned it on.
It'll build up
before we got started. Oh my gosh. No, I don't know. I don't want any trouble with the Coast Guard guys. They tend to frown on that. So
yes, with Jerry. I've seen 47 shows with Jerry.
with Jerry.
I don't count the Dead and Company.
Hey David, thanks for joining us. We got a wild bunch in here today. We got Captain Bobby and his first mate are on the boat with us. They just kind of swung up to check things out. I guess they couldn't stand it. Things are just boring, but we're getting close to lunchtime. So what I'm going to tell, if I can't talk him into pressure washing the boat, what I am going to talk him into doing is taking me to lunch. I think we'll make that work out pretty good.
I got to see Trevor Lawrence play today at 1 o'clock.
Trevor Lawrence.
See my Jaguars.
And the well, we can go find a place with a TV. I'm not opposed
I'm going to the pool with the ladies. They're texting me.
Are
They're
you?
marinating chicken and going to the pool.
I have chicken marinating as well. It's going to be a chicken grilling afternoon, I think.
We're going to keep our tans a little longer.
Well, if the weather stays like this, you guys will be keeping a tan into January or February. That's the one thing. The weather's still been like smoking hot. Have you guys been following Lee, the storm?
Yeah, but I think it's going to kind of go up to the northeast.
Yeah, that's what they're saying now. It's going to go that way.
Going to hit my birthplace of Pawtucket, Rhode Island, I think.
If it does, is it going to hit or just like skim by it?
I don't know what it's going to do, really. No one knows.
I guess no one knows that far out, but hopefully it doesn't become a big issue for anybody. I guess after that, once they start to get over a certain latitude, they kind of start to lose their steam. You know?
Yeah.
I guess water temperature starts to cool down.
Yeah.
So they're not producing
they're
the big
not sucking all that moisture
all the big energy
yeah.
that's coming out of that hot water, getting out of that from around the Caribbean and stuff.
We're kind of lucky where we live.
We're very lucky. We're very lucky. Hey David, good to see you. Thanks for being in here. Joe is getting in here and everybody's getting fired up now. That's what I love. I love about the thing about going live and be able to engage folks and let them know kind of what's going on.
They're saying too?
Yeah.
Oh, you are too? Oh.
We can sure do it. They'll pop up on the screen, but I have a hard time seeing them on this setup. So I bring the pad, and it's a lot easier for me to read them on the pad.
Well, it's cooling off now, whatever you did to it. It's getting cooler than what it was.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, it's cold air.
Yeah, it wasn't as cold.
It goes through these cycles.
Oh.
It'll kick on and it gets cold, and then it'll kind of bounce. We're talking about my this little air conditioner we got in the boat right here.
Do you have to add water to it?
No, it
No,
makes water.
No?
water it runs out and goes right down there into the
Oh, okay.
into the bilge. That's very convenient for me. Just kind of let it slide out. So if we can get out of here, if we can get Joe, if you guys can get Joe to get committed to come up here when we start catching shrimp, I'm going to need you guys to start putting pressure on him. Maybe we can get John and Joe to ride together and come up, or just meet here, and everybody can go shrimping together, and we can have a big love fest time right here on the boat where there's
Bromance.
everybody's holding hands and singing Kumbaya. I think that'd be great.
Shrimping is fun. I like it.
Shrimping is awesome.
It's so fun.
It's awesome. It's like a biology class when you go.
It is.
Yeah.
All the things that you're wondering are down there.
What is it?
Figure
Here
out
it
what
is.
they are.
I didn't know it had legs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's got a lot of them. So yeah, some of that stuff is pretty neat.
I didn't know those mantis shrimp were here when we caught the mantis shrimp.
Oh
that
yeah.
time. I didn't know.
Those things.
Yeah.
And they're like, I saw something on the mantis shrimp, you guys, and they have their ability. The arms come in like this. That's
Like an Irish boxer.
Yeah, they can hit. Like they got like one of the fastest. It's like faster than a snake.
Yeah.
When they hit their prey and stun them. So
Cool.
that part's really neat. It's just stuff you learn and the things you see. Or hopefully we'll. John, I don't know if we have room on the boat for any sheep. Maybe just bring fishing. Bring Joe some pictures of some nice healthy sheep. That might do it. That might just do the trick.
I wonder what your name is.
So yeah, we're excited. We're excited to be here with you guys here today. Again, just a short visit, as in about 7 minutes or so, 9 minutes maybe now, depending on what clock I look at.
All the kids are meeting up over here now. They're all down there.
Derek is going to go live up in Charleston, and so yeah, I'm anxious to see. I know everybody, if you're like me, you got into a habit of watching Derek's channel during the month of July, and I miss him. I miss seeing my guy every day and being able to talk with him. So hopefully we'll be able to maybe chat with Derek a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what he's got going on today, but I know he's going live at 12:30, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Always a lot of fun visiting with Derek on the food boat. We haven't seen Alfred here in the chat today, unfortunately. I guess he's over working on the pontoon boat, getting the grandpa boat ready. That thing's really starting to look good, y'all. I gotta tell you, I was a little skeptical when he first sent us pictures of that project. But yeah, I think he's got the right guy on it now, and things are really kind of heading his way. It's going to be a good looking machine, and what he's going to use it for, y'all, it's going to be, I think he's really going to put together some really cool videos and be able to show a lot more of Miami using that pontoon boat as a camera boat. That's going to be pretty good. Pretty doggone good. Yeah, I'm thinking if we can get Joe up here, maybe we'll get the Vitamix machine back out. Who knows? We might end up in North or South Carolina after that, because that can easily happen. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Teresa. You have an awesome day as well. Like I said, it is so much fun meeting and seeing you guys here on the channel. And we're getting close. I think we may go get some lunch and watch a little bit of the Jaguars and watch a little bit of Derek with the food boat. But I think that's probably going to wrap us up here. Thanks for visiting us. Just want to show you guys a little bit what's going on with the boat, and we'll keep moving on from there. Hey, thanks for being with us here today, and you guys be safe out there.
Go Terrors.
Go Terrors.